Catholics from all over the world descending on the Vatican, bidding farewell to Benedict and witnessing history. No longer hidden from the world, the Pope Emeritus lying in state, an unprecedented moment for the modern church. Pope Francis will preside over his funeral on Thursday, bringing the historically unique situation, the time of two popes living on the same grounds, to an unusual close. Because Benedict retired, his funeral will be unlike anything the church has ever seen. We begin our team coverage tonight with Melissa Corsi, who's standing by in St. Peter's Square. Hi, Melissa.
Christine, the Vatican is going unscripted for the first time in a long time. In fact, for the first time in 600 years. That's when the last retired pope passed away. One of Benedict's last wishes was for a simple funeral, and that's what the Vatican's preparing for. Normally after a papal death, cardinals flock to Rome for a conclave and the world awaits this white smoke, indicating a new pope has been chosen. But not now. For the first time in modern history, a papal funeral will have the current pontiff as the presider. Father Michael Baggett, a professor at Regina Apostolorum in Rome, will be celebrating the funeral mass on Thursday.
I think the church is discerning the best way to show respect for the years of service that Ratzinger, Pope Benedict lived, to show respect above all for the years of service as the successor of Peter, while at the same time recognizing that we are not in a period without a pope. We already have a pope guiding and shepherding.
Tens of thousands are arriving in Rome to pay their respects to the 265th pope. According to church doctrine, a former pope must be buried 4 to 6 days after his death and wear red, the color of mourning for deceased popes. Benedict XVI's funeral will follow all these norms. The only exceptions are the lack of papal symbols on his body, such as the crosier or silver staff topped with a crucifix, and the pallium, a cloth band worn around the neck by archdiocesan bishops.
Pope Benedict had a shorter papacy, and he also in a sense, said goodbye to the world almost a decade ago. So we've gone through some of our grieving process, we've gone through some of our goodbyes, but I've been so encouraged to see perhaps a more subdued but profound and real outpouring of love.
Father Baggett says during this week he has seen thousands of pilgrims paying their respects to the late pope. Additionally, he says private masses are being offered inside St. Peter's at the side altars every hour, a true testimony to the love the faithful had for him. After the funeral mass, Benedict XVI's body will be buried below the basilica in the papal crypt, near the body and the remains of St. Peter the Apostle. At the Vatican, Melissa Corsi, Currents News.
Melissa, Pope John Paul II was also buried there, right?
Correct. In fact, Pope Benedict XVI will be buried in the same tomb where Pope John Paul II's body was originally laid in 2005, after his funeral. In fact, he was moved up inside the basilica to one of the side altars next to Michelangelo's Pietà in 2011 once he was named Blessed. So, yes, he will be there in the exact same tomb as John Paul II.
Now explain to us, what is the papal crypt?
Yes, so essentially another name for it is the basilica's grottos. And what it is there are bodies of over 90 various popes and dignitaries who are buried there, and there are artifacts there, and many, many tourists come, millions, every single year to get close to the remains of the popes and also to just pay respects to the church and to the Catholic Church at large.
All right, Melissa Corsi, thanks so much for that report, and we'll be checking back in with you again.
Of course. Thank you, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.